Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to be more consistent this year, so hopefully that stays. But today I decided I'm going to tier rank every single book that I completed in 2024. So I'm not going to do every single book I read because there are a lot that I didn't complete, and I just don't keep track of the ones I don't complete. For the most part, I know them because I have them on my shelves, but the ones that I read on Kindle Unlimited, I just get rid of because you can only have a certain amount of books, and I want to download other ones. So, there are 59 books in total. Honestly, anyone who does this that has more than 59 books, I don't know how they do it because you have to make your own tier list, obviously, and that took a ridiculous amount of time to download every single cover, and I just don't have the patience for that. So maybe next year I'll read less. I probably will read less. But yeah, so I made a tier list. Like I said, it took a long time, but I made it. I also have my iPad because I probably remember like an embarrassingly little amount of books that I read. So I have the ratings there, and I'll probably have to search up a lot of the synopsis. I'll have to search up a lot of summaries for books. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm hoping that I can screen record this so you can see everything I'm doing, because otherwise it's kind of pointless. I also don't know how to get rid of all these ads. I think I'm gonna move over so I can put the actual thing right here. Actually, no, there is one book missing because for some reason it didn't, like the cover didn't download, and I really just don't want to get it, so I'll just tell you where it will be, I guess. I also don't want these ads here, but I don't know if I can get rid of them, so we're just not going to. So, the tiers that I have is S, which is the highest tier. Most people would probably say it's like the 5-star tier, although I don't give any books 5 stars. So like probably 4 to 4.25 or 4.5. That's probably what S tier would be. A tier, I would say, would be anywhere from, okay, this is going to be a really small gap, 3.75 to 4, because 4s can either be like, for me at least, I'll remember them forever and I love them, or it's just like it was a really good time and I was feeling generous that day. So A is gonna be like 0.25 of gap. B is probably gonna be 3.5 to 3.75, and I know that's also a small gap, but like I give a ridiculous amount of books a 3.5 to 3.7. Like B to me is pretty average. Like I liked it, didn't like it a whole lot, but I also didn't have a hard time with it type thing. I don't know. And then, ooh, C and D. Okay, so D is gonna say just don't like. I didn't like it for whatever reason, but I finished it. And then C was gonna, maybe it's gonna be, I had a hard time finishing it, or I just didn't. No, I don't know. We'll just see how this goes. Okay, I am ready to rank books. I was having a lot of technical difficulties because the Wi-Fi or something wasn't working, so it kept crashing. I wasn't able to move any of them. I think we're good now. Okay, Bring Me Back. I don't know anything about it. So let's start with the ones that I do remember and series and stuff like that, and we'll come back to these ones because they're going to take more time since I have to search up the synopsis. Okay, so Clarence Manor was the very first book I read in 2024. It took me forever to read, and I don't think I necessarily liked it. I think I probably gave it a 3.5. Okay, gave it a 3.75. So I guess that's A tier. I don't remember liking it though. And then next I read Boys of Brayshaw High, which I didn't like. I know that for sure. And I gave that a 2.5. So that's a D for sure. After Boys of Brayshaw High, I read the second book in the series, which is Trouble at Brayshaw High. I remember liking that one more. That was a 3.5, so a whole star. Like, that's pretty good. 3.5 goes in... 3.5 goes in C tier or B tier? 3.5 I'm gonna put in B tier. If I can find it. Oh, here it is. Actually no, it's gonna go on a high C, I think. I don't think I want it in B tier. Trick Play was next. That got a 3.25. I think it's because it was short, so it didn't really get to be developed enough for it to really go anywhere. So I'm going to put that below Trouble at Brayshaw High. Credence. Credence was next. And I gave Credence a 3.25. That is going to go, I guess, in C tier. The Naturals. Okay, so I really liked The Naturals. I was going through a little bit of a reading slump, I think, when I started it. But, like, it immediately got me out. And I gave it a 4. So that's solid A, if I can get it up there. Solid A, like high A, though. Killer Instinct. Okay, I have a really bad habit of buying the entire series before I've like actually started it because I don't like not having the entire series. But at the time I got The Naturals, I was trying to be conscious of my spending, so I only bought the first book. Except The Naturals I really liked and I wanted to read the second book immediately after I finished the first book, and I didn't have it. The one time that I didn't buy the first or the second book was the time I needed it. So that was a 3.5. I don't know what they look like. Killer Instinct. So I'm gonna put that at a B tier. I'm gonna say that's probably a high B. Next is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I'm using the UK covers in this because I just think they're prettier than the US covers. I'm in Canada, but we get the US covers. So Once Upon a Broken Heart. Oh, this one I'm not using the UK cover because it didn't let me download it. I'm going to put below Killer Instinct. The Ballad of Never After. So this is going to probably be the one and only S tier book. Because 1, it was the highest rated at 4.25. 2, it made me miss reading fantasy as a non-fantasy reader. And 3, I just really enjoyed myself when I was reading this. So that's going to be an S tier. Or if that wasn't an S tier, we wouldn't have gotten any S tiers, and I think we should at least have one S tier. Whew, Fourth Wing. Okay, so because this is right after The Ballad of Never After, I really wanted to read another fantasy book to see if I'd like as much, because I missed reading fantasy. I didn't like Fourth Wing as much. It took me forever to get into, though I did quite enjoy it once I got like 75% in. I gave it a 3.5. I'm gonna put it, no, it's gonna go, oh, I think it's crashing again. We were doing so good. Okay. We got it. Okay, so let's just like speed run this because I'm tired of it not working. 2204 Hunter Lane. I gave it 3.5. Pretty solid. Actually, wait. You said I was your favorite. I gave a 3.75. definitely over Clarence Manor, but under the naturals. 2204 Hunter Lane was a 3.75. I'm going to put it in B, above Fourth Wing, but below Once Upon a Broken Heart and Killer Instinct. Never Lie, I gave it, what did I give it? 3.5. It's going to go behind Fourth Wing. I don't know what you are. Like, I don't know why you're there. Don't know why you're there. Did I? I don't know which ones I ranked before this. Shoot. Okay. Anyways, I just put some back. I don't know if I ranked them before. If I did, apparently they're getting a new, another shot. So, things I wanted to say but never did. That was a reread. I got a 3.25. I think I got the same thing the first time I read it as well. Like, I'm gonna put that above. No, I'm gonna put it there. A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime got a 3.75. That was a reread. That one's just nostalgic for me. So, that's gonna go behind. Oh, did I rank? I did. Okay. It's gonna go in front of You Said I Was Your Favorite because it's nostalgic. A Curse for True Love, I was very disappointed by. I think Curse for True Love. Okay, that got a 3.5. I gave that the same rating as Once Upon a Broken Heart. That's gonna go below Fourth Wing, but above Never Lie. All My Kisses for You was the second generation Lancaster prep books, and I really did like the main male character. Was his name Ryder? It's an R, I think, but I did like him a lot, and I gave that a 3.5. Wow, this is terrible. I did so bad on my things this year. Okay, 3.5. I think I'm gonna put that second in B tier. Fractured Souls. I don't remember a thing about this, so you're gonna have to give me a second. Oh, wait. Oh, I totally remember this. Okay, I gave that 3. Where does 3 go? You know what? I'm gonna put it above Credence. Landon and Shay. Gave that a 3.5, but I don't remember liking it enough to give it 3.5. I'm gonna put it behind Things I Wanted to Say, just because, okay, so the original ranking criteria is not, it's just gonna be thrown out the window. Because I don't think it's fair for me to give a book a higher ranking if I can't remember it. Like, obviously it had a decent enough time, like, reading it, but I just don't remember it, and I don't think that's fair. So, I think it's gonna get docked a little bit if I don't remember it, but it's what it is. Okay, If Only I Told Her. Definitely disappointed by this book. It just felt like an extended epilogue. Probably got like a 3.5. It got a 3. Yeah, okay, no, it did get a 3.5. Below Fourth Wing, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 in B tier. Lots of B tiers. The Dixon Rule. Okay, 3.25. That's what I gave it. Oh, it's dark. 3.25. Solid. Let's go top of C tier. I'm actually gonna switch Things I Wanted to Say and Trouble at Brayshaw High around. Magnolia Parks, I gave 4 stars. It was an infuriating book. Don't get me wrong. But I related to a lot of the characters in that, so sentimental, you know. So I got a high rating. I'm gonna put that as first in A. Okay, that's Magnolia Parks first in A. And then Daisy Hates, I think I rated lower than Magnolia Parks, but it like introduced me to one of my favorite songs, and I think that should count towards something. Daisy Haight, 3.75. 3.75, I'm gonna put just below the naturals. The 7-Year Slip, I actually had such a good time reading. I don't think I took a break reading that, and it surprised me because I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, but I did have a really fun time. That one got 3.75. I'll put that above Daisy Haight's, I think. Meeting Dr. I think it's Praygale. Meeting Dr. Praygale. That probably got about a 3.75 as well. 3.75. It was my favorite read of the month though. Under the 7-Year Slip. There Are No Saints made me uncomfortable. I'm gonna put that in C tier, probably behind. I'm gonna just put it at the end of C tier because I don't remember anything about it, and I just remember that it made me uncomfortable and I didn't really like that. Mr. Wrong Number was a fun read. I'm gonna guess that I gave it a 3.5, 3.25 maybe. I gave it a 3.5. It's gonna go at the end of B. Love Redesigned was a really quick read for me. I read it in a day. It was very refreshing because I have been having a problem getting through books that week, and I liked that I was just able to like fly through that one. It was pretty decent. So I gave that a 3.75 as well. Definitely above Clarence Manor, but I don't think I liked it more than You Said I Was Your Favorite. It was just a little more forgettable to me. That's all. My Dark Romeo I really did not like, but the pet name was cute, so beginning of D. So Not Meant to Be, I had such a good laugh and so much fun reading it. I think I read it until like 2, 3 in the morning, okay? And I was with Liam. We were at his residence because I went out, like I flew out. And I didn't want to wake him up because he had class in the morning, so he had to wake up for that, and he's not good at waking up anyways. So I didn't want to wake him up to make it harder for myself to wake him up later, but I was laughing so much that I was scared that I was going to wake him up. Now, I don't know if that reflects in my rating of it, but I just thought I'd say that I did have a really good time reading it. So Not Meant to Be, I gave it 3.5. So that experience I had, I think, adds to it. And I'm going to put that above Once Upon a Broken Heart, if it will go there. Okay. Well, you know what? It's just going to stay there because I'm not dealing with it again. Taming 7, I was very disappointed by. Gave that a 3.5 for sure. But it's Gibbs. So that's going to go behind Once Upon a Broken Heart. The Housemaid's Secret, I don't think I enjoyed a ton, but I enjoyed enough. I'm gonna put that in C behind Things I Wanted to Say. Oh, I have the hiccups. Okay. Until the Ribbon Breaks, it's either high A or low S, because that book made me cry, for one. I told my mom about this book. I said that she should read it. I haven't given it to her to read yet, but I did think she should read it. I really liked it, but I don't know if it's worthy of S. I'm going to put it at the very top of A. And then One True Loves, I really enjoyed as well. It is my favorite Taylor Jenkins Reid book. Let me preface that I've only read 2. I read that one, and I've read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I didn't like The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It took me 2 days to read. Now that seems very short to most people, but 2 days was a ridiculous amount of time for me at the time for reading. And I took 2 naps trying to read it. And a 6-month break. So, I'm going to put that one, actually that one's going to go to the top of A. Wild Love is the Single Dad's romance series. I love single dad romance, but that one wasn't my favorite. Heartless by that same author, like Elsie Silver, is probably my favorite single dad romance I've ever read, because I had a great time reading it. Like, it gave me a book hangover. So Wild Love, 3.25. Damn. Okay, so I'm gonna put that behind the Dixon Rule. And then we're to like the last like row of books. That First Night, I love the cover because it's really cute. This is a single dad romance as well. I did give it a 3.5. I'm gonna put it behind Fourth Wing. Yes, I do remember this one. Yeah, it's just gonna stay there. Nightfall has one of my favorite quotes of all time in that book. But other than that quote, I had a really hard time getting through it. And it was probably one of my least favorite Devil in the Nights books, which is crazy because I don't think anyone says that. I think a lot of people say it's their favorite. But no, I didn't like it all that much. Okay, I did like it all that much. It got a 3.75. That goes, I'm gonna say it probably goes above Love Redesigned. Darling Venom, I had really high hopes for because I wanted something sad, and everyone said that book was heartbreaking. It did not break my heart. And maybe that says more about me than everyone else. But it just didn't, and I wanted it to. And I wasn't a fan of the main characters, I don't think. I gave it a 3.5. I'm thinking Behind a Curse for True Love is fair because I don't remember anything from Never Lie. Dear Ava was a very meh read to me. I think I liked it, but I just don't remember anything about it. But I gave it 4 stars. Okay. I'm gonna put it behind Nightfall because I did remember more of Nightfall than I do Dear Ava. I think it was a pretty okay read, if I'm gonna be honest. My thing is crashing, like, once again. Let's go back. I really don't like wearing my hair down with hoodies because, like, it just, I don't know. It, like, sits on top of the hoodie instead of looking nice, but I don't want to change into something else, so. Okay, let's talk about some while I wait for this. Rival Darling is a hockey romance of some sort. I don't know what it's about. The Darkest Temptation was my least favorite book, like easily least favorite book in the Maids series. Like The Sweetest Oblivion was my favorite, and I don't think that's a lot of people's favorite, but it was for sure my favorite. And then it would go, like, it's in order of the books, that's my favorites to least favorites. I just found The Darkest Temptation. I actually have clips of me reading from that, I think. If I can find them, I'll put them in. But I just felt like it should have been developed more, and I wish we got more of the backstory of Ronan, because I know he has a backstory. Like, I know that from, like, the slightest bit that they say or they talk about in this book, but then they also talk about in The Maddest Obsession, because Christian talks about their backstory. And yeah, I don't know which ones I have because, well, it's not working. Okay. With Any Luck, that was like a collection of short stories. Did I already explain this? Collection of novellas for Valentine's Day. And I really didn't like a lot of them, but I read them because they were short and I needed to get my reading amount up or whatever. I would like to just kind of all put them in D, to be honest, because I don't remember anything about them. And I don't think that's saying much for the writing. But I won't. I'll actually look at how much I liked them. Okay. Worst Wingman Ever, I gave a 3.5. No, they're gonna go in C because I don't remember it. So, Worst Wingman Ever and With Any Luck, both bottom of C. Wild Cat, I picked up for just the sake of picking up. Like, I didn't know what to read, and that was on my shelf, and I hadn't read it. Surprisingly, I like flew through it. I gave it a 3.75. It's a hockey romance, so that kind of says enough for me because I read a lot of hockey romance high. Dude, I don't remember any of it, even reading that synopsis. But I liked it. Okay, it's gonna go at the bottom of A then. Where's Molly is the spin-off of Haunting Adeline, like Haunting and Hunting Adeline. I gave it a 3.25. I don't think I liked it very much, but I read it because so I could just finish the series. I think I liked it more than the Wingman one. So they can go there. It's not loading again. So that's gonna go there. Satan's Affair. Again, that's the part of the cat and mouse duet. That got a 3.25 as well. Probably would go around where Miss Molly's going. They're like freezing, but like going at the same time. I don't know. Darkest Temptation, we just talked about. Gave it a 3.25. That for sure is gonna go above Credence, I think. The Exception to the Rule. I think that was my favorite one out of all those Valentine's Day novellas. That was my favorite. I gave it a 3.75. I don't know how this works for everyone else, and it's just not working for me. Okay. Never Never confused the heck out of me. I don't understand what's happening in that book. That'll probably go at the beginning of C, I'd like to say. Maybe someday. Don't remember anything about that book. I think there was cheating. Was there cheating? That'll go in C. The Perfect Marriage probably will go in C. When the Stars Fall, I really didn't like that book. I read it on the plane coming back from visiting Liam, and I just remember wanting to message him and saying it was a very disappointing book. So that'll probably go in D. Know the Score and Breakout. I liked both of them, but like, okay, Darkest Temptation finally went to where it was supposed to. So, When the Stars Fall can go, no, it's gonna go behind Boys of Brayshaw High. Exception to the Rule, I'll just, Wildcat's gonna go above Clarence Manor, I think. Or I'd like it to go there, but it's not. Exception to the Rule would go, I guess, at the beginning of A. Oh, my feet are asleep. Okay, anyways. Rival Darling, don't remember anything. So, I gave it no, what did I give that? 3.75. I gave it a 3.75. Oh my god. Okay, so that's gonna go in A somewhere. Actually, no, maybe I'll go like high B. Dear Anna probably goes high B. Dear Ava probably goes high B. Bring Me Back. I don't remember anything about it. So maybe low B, high C. That was a 3.25. So definitely low C. Tier Maker. I think I'm just gonna put them in and then I'll explain them at the end. Because I'm actually very tired of it crashing. Bring Me Back. It's gonna go above Landon and Shay. Know the Score, or actually Dear Ava can go before Taming 7, after Once Upon a Broken Heart. Never and Never. No, I didn't like that one. I don't want to put anything after Credence because of Credence's Credence. I know, but it's gonna have to go after Credence. Dear Anna. That was a heavy book. Mentally heavy book. I don't own it, so I don't know how like heavy it is physically. But I'm gonna put that after 2204 Hunter Lane. Maybe someday, don't remember anything. I think I liked it more than the little novella things. The Perfect Marriage, I'd say I liked it more than Credence, maybe. Rival Darling. I give it a 3.75. I just don't remember anything about it, and I think I searched it up, and I still don't remember anything about it. So I'm gonna put that before Dear Anna. Exception to the rule, let's put like After All My Kisses for You, and then Know the Score. I actually do think I liked. And Breakout. Breakout was like, meh. It was okay. Breakout will go before If Only I Had Told Her. It's not before, but just pretend that it is before. And then Know the Score, I'll put before Taming 7. That's how that's gonna be. Like, let's pretend that one's there too. Oh shoot, wait. No, here. Okay, not there. Here. And then Breakout goes here. Okay. And then the one book that didn't come onto here was The Endurance of Wildflowers. It was the epilogue, like an extended epilogue of the Wildflower Duet. I gave it 2.75. So that'd go in D. Yeah. Let's recap. So the one book in S tier is The Battle of Never After, because it's the only book that got over 4 stars. My camera's gonna die. So actually, we're gonna stop. Okay. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye, guys. Oh, also subscribe if you want to see later content.